Good morning, everybody who was watching the American Toy and Furniture videos.
Hello everyone, and I'm so sorry to interrupt, but if you do not know me, I'm the one who edits all the videos, and I do want to give a little warning to this video because we had lots of issues with all of the videos that we took from the summer. Something happened with them, then we were having audio issues, and just the whole video is a little wacky at some point, so I do just want to give you a little heads up, and please bear with us. We'll still try to figure this out, and we didn't want to throw away all the footage because Kelly's Castle is a really neat experience. Just want to warn you.
Hopefully everything's going good. We have the second part of Pete's Castle that we went and visited up in the Tomahawk area. As you can see, it's I know in the last video we talked about how it's been under construction for like 30 years because it's a lifelong project of Pete's. And so, like I said, there's lots of construction stuff going on still all the time, but he keeps adding on new parts and finishing this and finishing that. And like I said in the last video, this is the second time I've been here, and it's been quite a few years since the first time, and a lot more has been done. But there's still a lot more to do. It's just crazy. Here's the view overlooking off, I think, the second story. We're not on the roof yet because there's still one more, I think, layer yet to go up. But it's just beautiful. And it was a really nice day. So it was, you could see really far. The weather was good. It wasn't too buggy. It wasn't too windy. So it was nice. There's all the different kind of supplies and stonework and stuff. He does carve some of his own stones, but he also gets some stones and stuff from other places. Right now, let's see here. Yep, we're in one of the little towers that were kind of in the corner on one side. I think this is supposed to be like the entrance eventually on this side is what his plan is. And he has this nice little porch area. There's Lucas again, trying to not get in any trouble, which is pretty hard for him. There's one of the winches that Pete uses to bring up stone and stuff to put on the castle. I don't remember what these things are called. They're what are they? On a castle chronicles and stuff, but they're really, really decorative. The ones he has like little, angle stones and stuff on there. And here's the windows that we were in that large great room in the last video. And here I think that's that little bridge that we walked in. That was real skinny and stuff. And then here's, I think, the last little stairs going up to the roof. Really interesting video. Like I said, it was a really neat experience to come see this place because, like I said, I don't know of anywhere else in the country that you could see something like this, so it was really neat. Now I think this is the original part of the tower that Pete started. This is the first part that he's actually started on and finished, if I remember correctly when we were talking with him. And this is, I think, 4 stories up, so this is the top of the tower.
Other guys are building this huge chateau. I don't know what his end game is, but it's pretty impressive,
Yeah, this is so cool. I love it.
But then Pete's got some pretty cool flags. Like I said, this is really neat up here. There's a little refrigerator, a little stove, a little grill. Like I said, I'm almost positive that he's been renting this out or going to be renting it out for wedding venues or stuff like that. Well, there I am. Sport my red Iola shirt, which will be out this summer. I'll have some videos out, hopefully the car. Can we possibly take the ball away from Hans? Thank you. Sorry, that was our dog in the background squeaking the ball. A little bit annoying. But it's really neat too, is because you can see, because Pete like he doesn't have like architectural designs per se. I don't think. I think it's just more like he's adding on to the castle, and he's like, oh, this idea and that idea. So it's like kind of growing as he's going. So there's parts where it looks like, oh, this might have been an outside wall at one time, then he added something else on. But like I said, it's always seems like there's so much more that he's changing all the time and improving as he's going. So like he says, this will be a project that'll never ever actually get done, which I find kind of interesting.
Hey, can I walk this way, please? Oh. Lucas, please. Ow.
You're taking lots of pictures, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So why didn't you put
Hey.
like that? Is this, oh, this is the old
Down there.
I had to cover it.
There's like a little tree down there. You see it?
The next day.
Oh. Yeah, there is.
I don't know. I don't know in the last video, did I guys tell you how he gets his truck across there? He waits till it freezes in the winter, and he drives his vehicles and stuff across the ice to get onto this island. Because I was wondering that the first time too, because that's actually water that goes all the way around this island. Looks a little swampy now, but it goes up and down and height and I don't know, what do you call it? Height, distance, thickness, whatever the word is, you know. But and it's quite a distance away. It's probably 300, 400 feet from the shoreline on that side where that little bridge goes. It goes quite a distance, at least a couple hundred feet. I'm also recording this video around, we just had the big, huge 100-year snowstorm here in Wisconsin where the snow is all stacked up about 3 feet. I think we got like 30 inches in a 2-day period or something like that. So it's kind of funny watching this video when the weather's nice, everybody's in shorts and t-shirts, when we just got done 2 complete days of shoveling snow outside. But like I said, it is really beautiful up here. It's really, really awesome. There's a little pond right over there too that he was doing something with. I don't remember what he was doing over on that little pond. But there's no way you could put a basement on this structure because this thing, I can't imagine what the foundation. There was some pictures downstairs of him pouring some of the foundation. We're not talking little concrete foundation like a normal house. It was huge, thick blocks of foundation he poured. And then when you look on this side, that I think he owns the island over there too. That's right over there. I think that's also one of his islands.
Oh, it's Brixie. Chipmunk. Oh my gosh. What's this?
There was that thing going around school where there was a room where they were trying
You think it's real?
part of the sky.
It's real. See?
And they were
It's real.
asked like how many teachers would actually volunteer, and there was like 3 of us that were like, I'll take extra weapons training. They're like, well, I mean, you want to be responsible for having fun with. I said, okay. I said, this is your stuff to
Oh.
make it as safe as possible. But one of the interesting things in my training, I was always
So cute.
because I have a little. But the police, the training said that what happens is because so many police forces are going to come at the same time.
Sure if it's recording. I'm not sure why the chipmunk was so interesting to the family because like my daughter did put in there, we do actually have like chipmunks here in Wisconsin, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. But I think they're just trying to have a little bit of fun, you know. And like I said, I don't know. We don't seem to have a ton of chipmunks around our farm, but maybe it's because we have cats too. I don't know. So we don't see a ton of them. But we don't have any big real trees either, so maybe that's why. I don't know. I'm not a chipmunk guy. Excuse me. But yeah, otherwise everything's going pretty good. Like I said, next week is spring break. Next week is our last week of school. Then we have some spring break coming up. I'll be releasing some videos of there. We're going to be going around and going through a list of all the stuff that we're hopefully going to start for projects this summer. See which ones we can actually hopefully accomplish, which ones are going to be impossible to do, and kind of figure out our plan of attack for this summer. We're still waiting on the sale of the other cannery property that I have up, and if that goes through, then a lot of things will hopefully get done. If that doesn't go through, then it'll be a little bit tighter of a summer, but we'll figure it out. I'm still just trying to figure out some final details with that, even though that's been taking about 6 months now. But with the winter, we couldn't get over to finish the last job because of the fact that everything that we did is outside frozen the ground, so we gotta solve that. And everything was going great. The ground was thawing out, and then we had this huge snowstorm that basically buried us in 36 inches of snow. This is like the bar / workshop area. And I know Pete says he does the big fall rides, so the motorcycle guys come and they come and look at the place and stuff like that. And that's usually really big. I can't remember. He said he gets quite a few visitors. I just don't remember what that number is. Just amazing when you think about, he's mowing all this by hand and moving all these materials and all that. Yeah, I don't know. It might be a little bit of music in the background. I'm sorry, my son's getting ready for work, so he's got his music on. Like I said, we'll eventually get a little more professional, and then people will probably start to not want to watch the videos because they're too professional or something.
I
so
think they
still a lot of learning going on here.
To the public.
But yep, and then this is us kind of like leaving. And then we were leaving. Some people
And
had
so
parked
P
us
has no
in,
clue there.
so we were like trying to get out of here, and these other people showed up, and it was a little bit different because we thought Pete knew them, and Pete did not know them, and it was just kind of like awkward and weird because we're like, what is going on? The people thought it was like open for the public, and Pete's like, no, it's like a private property. It's like, I live here. And I don't think the people understood that at first. And it was so funny because they thought they could like look at the place in like 5 minutes, and Pete's like, I don't know about that. Because I guess you'd have to talk to the owner and get permission first. It was just awkward but funny at the same time because we thought, like I said, we thought Pete knew who they were. But yeah, so like I said, this is our summer thing that we did last year. It was really nice. This summer, I'm planning on hopefully recording a little bit at Iola. I know that usually my daughter goes with me every year, but she'll be gone in the Air Force, so she won't be going this year with me. I'm not sure who's going to be going with me. Usually Rai, Lucas, and Ethan or somebody, but I'm not sure what my crew is going to look like this for Iola. But yeah, he said to pull up all the stone and everything across the water during the winter, and then he loads all that stuff up, and then he makes his concrete and everything.
I was like, it just got weird. I let the Marine take care of it. He'll tell him where to go.
Yeah, it was just funny with those people that showed up because it was just really awkward because they're like, oh, what is going on?
Like a park or something.
Yeah. But like I said, it was really, really nice out this day, though, too. Holy smokes. Like, no, not a lot of bugs. I mean, it was just a nice, beautiful Wisconsin day, And actually, the trip went pretty good because none of the kids got in a fight or anything, which usually Lucas and Purple get into something, so they actually got along pretty good that day. It was kind of like a weird family moment where you're like, oh my gosh. And there's Purple with her rocks. She likes rocks a lot.
Okay.
She finds odd rocks and brings them home. I think she has a huge pile in her bed. When she moves out, we're going to have to get like a skid steer just to move all the rocks out, And there was the little garage that he's now working on too, like a workshop slash, like, but he's making it look like one of the medieval homes with the overhangs and stuff. I mean, Pete really gets into his stuff. It's pretty crazy. I'm like, I mean, it's just, he has like fire pits, and I think he had horseshoe pits. And like I said, it was just amazing on how much is actually out here. And he spends a ton of time here. I mean, this is his, I guess, house, but still, I mean, it's just, you know, and then the little cannons that he lights off across the river sometimes. And then here's us like leaving back across the scary bridge. And oh, there's the back of Cutie Pie's, Buck. And then I'm hoping that we have a little picture of the bridge. I don't know if we did have it in the beginning. We were coming here, but like I said, Pete is such an interesting guy. You can talk to him forever. You know? And like I said, we both had that big dream in common. We're both chasing the endless dream that doesn't seem to stop. And everybody thinks you're crazy, which I can really, really relate with. And I appreciate listening to Pete because it makes me feel better. Because a lot of times you want to do something and you're like, sometimes you're like, do I even want to keep doing this? Or,
all woodworkers have an angle. Get the fuck off my property.
well, I'd have to delete that. Like,
Lock you in, man.
block you.
Lock me in.
Yeah, we won't even let Pete off his own property. But like I said, this bridge is way impressed. For the last couple years back, when we came back, it was only 2 boards wide. And I was like, oh my God, this is so crazy. This is a big I don't know what's the word.
I love
upgrade.
this bridge though.
Yeah, I'm even telling everybody how wide it is compared to the first time we came. And it's not bouncy or anything. Like this first one, it was like 2x6s across like 10 feet, and you'd step on it. It was like all bouncy. I was like, oh, we're gonna die.
Where?
I mean, I don't know enough about building bridges, but I don't know if he does it during the winter time and he puts the blocks in. Do they sink again? Or
Where?
does he have to jump down there during the summer and realign
I
them?
don't know if I'm. Whoa! Disappeared.
Yeah, they're like little fish or something in their minnows.
I'm just
Cutie
kidding.
Pie's is not much fun. Sometimes she gets a little mad at things, you know.
Kidding.
You can't get Cutie Pies going. What's the point of going anywhere? But it was nice because Buck doesn't get to do a ton of stuff with us because he's always working too at the cheese plant.
Like buggy thing.
Oh, okay, so more nature, you know. Yeah, thanks for watching. We do appreciate every you guys watching. I know the videos aren't the coolest yet, but we'll get there. Thank you very much and have a good day. Oh, I don't know if we still got stuff going on here or something. Okay, bye.